Rich Paul may have just shown the NBA something much bigger than a simple list of teams. Because when LeBron James' agent sits down with Max Kellerman and starts mapping out possible destinations on a whiteboard, this is not just random offseason talk. This feels like a glimpse into how LeBron's final major decision is actually being weighed. And the most interesting part is not just who made the board, it's who appears to have real momentum. According to the whiteboard discussion, there are two different groups around LeBron. The first group looks like the serious contenders: the Cavaliers, Heat, 76ers, Nuggets, and Timberwolves. Then there is another group on the outside: the Warriors, Mavericks, Celtics, Knicks, and Spurs. But here's where it gets fascinating. For years, most fans assumed Golden State would be the dream ending. LeBron with Steph Curry, LeBron with Draymond Green, one last super team push, one last run with the player who defined the other side of his greatest rivalry. But if the Warriors are not in the strongest group, that changes everything. Because Golden State may not just need LeBron. They may need another move first. The idea being discussed around the league is that if the Warriors could somehow land a major win-now piece, maybe someone like Anthony Davis, then the LeBron conversation becomes much more realistic. Without that kind of domino, Golden State might be more fantasy than favorite. Meanwhile, Cleveland is impossible to ignore. This is where LeBron's story started. He already brought the Cavaliers a championship. If he goes back again and helps them finish one more run, that would not just be a basketball move. That would be a legacy move. Miami has the same emotional pull, but in a different way. He won there. He became a champion there. And if winning plus comfort matters, the Heat are always going to have a real place in the conversation. Then you have the wild cards. Philadelphia suddenly becomes interesting because if they already made a major win-now swing, LeBron could look at that roster and see a real path. Minnesota makes sense because they may have the kind of opening where LeBron can slide in without needing to carry everything. And Denver might be the scariest basketball fit of all, because LeBron next to Nikola Jokic would create one of the smartest offensive duos the league has ever seen. But the Knicks and Spurs tell the other side of the story. New York would have made perfect sense if LeBron could be the savior. But if the Knicks have already climbed the mountain, then the story changes. It becomes less about LeBron completing them and more about LeBron joining something that already belongs to someone else. And San Antonio may simply be moving in a different direction. With Wemby and their young core, they may not want to bend the entire timeline around a 40-plus-year-old superstar, even if that superstar is LeBron James. So this whiteboard might not reveal the final answer, but it may reveal the real question. Is LeBron choosing the best team, the happiest ending, or the final chapter that makes his legacy feel complete? Because if this is truly his last major decision, the destination matters. But the story behind the destination may matter even more.